Thank you, everyone, for staying with Channels Television. Is a special coverage of President Muhammadu Buhari's return to the country after 105 days. Thank you so much, everyone, as we try to give you information that we get on his return to the country. We do know that the president had left London, left Abuja House early this morning, and he left aboard Eagle One. That's the presidential jet to Nigeria, and it will be landing any moment from now as we gather at the Abuja International Airport. From there, we understand it might be on a helicopter to the presidential villa, where it might be received there by some cabinet members and top government officials to be led by the acting president. So we show you now the mood there at the international airport in Abuja, the feeling of how the president is going to be received. The security, we understand, very tight amidst a lot of expectations and anticipation from Nigerians across board. A guard of honor, we understand, has been mounted to receive the president back into the country. So you see a red carpet treatment given to the president, someone who has been on medical vacation for over 100 days. A kind of special feeling you will get from across board for the nation's #1 man, the president of the biggest country in Black Africa. And that's here you see them. We do also like to tell you that the ruling party has come to town with information and telling Nigerians how they feel receiving the leader of their party. The party earlier today released a statement signed by the Publicity Secretary Malam Bolaji Abdullahi, who says that the party is happy to receive President Muhammadu Buhari back home after his medical vacation in the United Kingdom. The party says they thank the acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, for what they call his competent leadership in the absence of President Buhari. They also says that they commend him for his effort to unite the country and drive the recovery of the national economy. They also said that they pray ceaselessly for the quick recovery of the president and thank Nigerians who have supported them. And they also promised to give Nigerians the fulfillment of the electoral promises they made in 2015. So let us show you what it's been like in London over the past 3 or 4 months since the president was away, several visits, a lot of anticipation. Let's show you some of the pictures that came and emerged online. This one was yesterday, Pastor Enoch Adeboye. This one that you can see right now, the Archbishop of Canterbury, Bishop Welby, and also this one from the Governors Forum, about 7 governors visited, and also the one you are seeing right here on your screen, APC leaders led by the party chairman, John Oyegun, Minister for Transportation, Governor of Kogi, and others, and also this one from the Senate President, and also the House Speaker, and also this one that you can see right there, the media team of the president, including special advisor to the president on diaspora matters. And here you see the president's media team having some laugh there earlier this month. So now, let's get talking on this one. What is the implication of the president's return? The kind of mood Nigerians will get now that the president is returned. The APC did come to town to say they will bring change to Nigeria, but unfortunately the president has been ill for some time now. Let's get talking, and now I will bring some analysts on the program to give you perspectives on this issue. The first person that will be joining us to this moment is Mr. Jiti Ogunye. He's a lawyer, a regular analyst on Channels Television. Many thanks for coming on the special coverage of President's return.
Thanks for inviting.
What kind of mood and atmosphere do you think will happen, for example, in the APC generally, in the presidential villa and the corridors of power that the president is returning today?
Well, I can imagine that not only in the corridor of power and within the ruling party, but also in Nigeria at large, I can imagine that there will be a feeling of instant ecstasy. You know that the information that the president will be arriving in Nigeria today was a closely guided secret, and that statement to that effect was not issued until it appeared that all was set that the president was going to come. Nigerians 2 days ago didn't know that the president will be coming today. I can imagine, therefore, that there will be sudden outpouring of joy and happiness across the land that the president is returning to the country. Generally, people will be grateful to God that the president is not being returned to the country as a deceased president. That's very important for Nigerians, because if that happened, God forbid, it will have had a lot of implications for this country, including the issue of national cohesion, because things are rather fragile now. So I think everybody will be happy about it, and the expectation is that upon returning, the president shall be back at his desk, and that he will now start doing much more effectively and vigorously the job for which he was recruited by the Nigerian people, which job is the job of effective governance of Nigeria, and then ensuring that Nigerians secure the elusive, ever elusive dividends of democracy.
As it stands now, the president did say, "Oh, I will return only when my doctors say so. I'm just obeying the orders from my doctor." From what we gather, and the picture, the last picture at least that we saw of him and anyone, was that one with Pastor Enoch Adeboye. From that picture that you see, Mr. Ogunye, does it look like the doctors have said, okay, it looks like someone who is urgent to return to office?
You know, since this incident of the president's illness became public in Nigeria, I have always maintained that information regarding the president's illness has not been well managed. That's still my abiding position. Yes, we've been told that the president is returning to the country now. We do not know whether in some months or weeks the president will have to return to England. So Nigerians do not have the total picture. There could be some reason for holding information or for not disclosing. People have posed this question: is the president under an obligation to disclose to us the total unvarnished truth about his health status? And people have said, I know it's not there in the Constitution, it's not there in our law, but without this information being provided, what would be the expectation of Nigerians? So we don't know. I am not a medical doctor. I can't look at the physical appearance of a person and then come to a judgment. The labor law says that if you are recruiting anybody for a job, you must subject the person to a medical examination. We don't have that requirement when we are recruiting the president for a job or a governor of a state for a job. You know, so examining the video footage or the photograph of the president may not be sufficient for anyone to then say conclusively whether the president is hale and hearty. But now that the president is returning, from what the president did say, we can assume that his doctors have given him the green light to return.
All right. We need to take a break. Mr. Ogunye is still with us. We have some more analysts join us on this one. Do stay with us. It's a special coverage of the president returning to the country after 105 days. Stay with Channels Television, everyone. We'll be right back.